And we are ready to begin. We are so pleased you're here, and we've waited for you your entire lives. And today we will tell you a little bit more why. Because, yes, you are that powerful. That's the question that we posed to you on this date 4 years ago. We do love using synchronicity of dates, as you might have noticed in the recent messages we have given you, because we wanted you to understand and accept that you are moving to a higher state of being and existence within yourself and within your world. We've just given you a guide, but it takes a while for humans to understand this because you have to move through your limitations of what you think is possible or think what you could achieve. Now, we've told you that the power that you have sought exists within you. It's in your consciousness. Now, if you go to our Messenger's YouTube channel, you will see that in the last several days, we've had him record several videos leading to today. But we did it today because, number one, it's his lucky day, the number 13, which may seem hypothetical, very different for many of you, but that's what we have given him. However, there is also energetic movement on your planet during this time, and especially in the United States. So we want to get out ahead of it, which is what we've always done. We have given you everything in advance. When we said we've given you an ascension guide, it was following this period in your world, which we have called your restructuring. That is why it has seemed so challenging and difficult for many of you. But we've also explained that, and we did it when we sent our messenger to Gaia to record Beyond Belief with George Nuri. And so we wanted to give it to you as well. When you move through an ascension process yourself, it's challenging because you have to move through your old limited ideas and beliefs about who you thought you were and who you could become. That is the process of evolution and the ascension that your planet moves through as well. However, we have said this time is quite different because you're moving through something that none of you have done. It's a planetary ascension of enormous proportion. But if you use it well, as we've said, you will have the lives that you want to have and you will have the world you want to see. Now, but you don't have so much belief as you're moving through this, so we thought we would send you a being who could demonstrate to you what was possible. It took a while for him to accept it as well. But then the other day, when he's speaking to his doctor and going over his results, and we've mentioned this before because we want you to understand there are no limitations to what you can achieve in any form, whether it's physical, mental, spiritually, whatever it might be for you, you can achieve it if you use and harness the power that exists within your consciousness. And so as the doctor kept looking and saying, wait a minute, how could you have these numbers at your age? What have you done? And our being says, well, I don't know what I've done. That's what you all do. You don't know. And you've had these gifts within you and this power. All we do is remind you. And as we've said, we have given you everything that you could possibly need to know to live this wonderful life and then create a great world. Because all you have to do is get rid of the old stuff, you see. You have to get rid of the old limitations that you've had within yourself and about others. So when you start moving through this process, when you decide to love yourself, you transcend, and then you start to love others. And that's the purpose of why we have given you this work. Now, we did something else, and we would love for all of you to see it. We always prepare, and we had our being this morning see a wonderful video with Dr. Bruce Lipton on a channel called Know Thyself. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes, and we really appreciated the numbers that came out to. But if you watch it, you will understand what we have given you, because we said we've given our being all the information when his life was about marrying science, spirituality, and human potential, because you don't know what you can accomplish until you try, which is why we gave you this message, because we thought maybe if you would take this leap into the unknown of who you were, you would find this power and this brilliance and live this great life. And we've demonstrated it because our being has done it, and then those who have done our work are doing the same thing. Doesn't matter if you do our work or whatever, but we want you to know what is possible. There are no limitations that any of you have except the ones that you choose to hold on to. And those are all the messages that we have given you. And if you go back and look at all of them in just the videos in this last week, you will see that. But then we did something else. We had our messenger record a video where we showed all the articles that he has on his website that are in chronological order. If you go all the way back, and you will see the process of evolution, you'll see the process of your consciousness expanding, you'll see the process of collective consciousness expanding and becoming greater and more. And this is what we've given to all of you. We just can't tell you, we just can't force you to believe it, because you have to get out of your own way. And that means becoming willing to become your greatest self. And that is what we have given you. And we've given you this pathway. We know it works because now you're looking at a being who can demonstrate it for you. So then you will just have to ask yourself if you are willing to become your best self, because there are no limits to what any of you might do. And this is what we wanted you to do. So now we finally answered the question, except that we answered the question when we gave it to you 4 years ago because we told you the answer is yes. You are that powerful.